So it is July and July what, 9th? Happy July. Hello July. We made it to another month. 4 months into living in Georgia. No, because pizza is on the way. When pizza comes in, you can eat that. Winnie, you did poop. You stink. Whew. July is here. 4 months into living in Georgia. I could give y'all a little update. So I finally feel like things are coming together because now I'm finding people. It took a while. Honestly, stop writing on me. It took a while to settle. And I think it was because we had to, I said this before, we had to find everything all over again. So I had to find a good nail salon, which I still haven't found. Ari, what are you doing? Y'all need to clean the living room before the pizza come. So okay, so I was saying we had to, find people to do our hair. I had to find a new nail salon. We finally found a church. I finally went to church 2 Sundays in a row. So I went the first Sunday, and then last Sunday on the 4th, my husband went with me and the rest of the kids. It was only me and Ari, my 4-year-old. And we really enjoyed it. But when we went last Sunday, it was really good because they had a little family gathering after service for the 4th, hot dogs and hamburgers, and a bouncy house after church. So my husband got to meet, everybody, and I got to meet and talk to everybody more. And, I think we found a church home. I honestly do. I'm not going to rush into it because church just has been... I grew up in church. This is a whole nother story, but I grew up in church, and I left my father's church, which was a very bold move as a pastor's kid, to go to another church because I felt like I wasn't being spiritually fed, and I had to be honest with myself, and I had to be ready for the issues that were going to come with that. Anywho, went to another church, thought that was it. Went to another church, and we were there for 3 years, which is the last church we just left. We love them, love our spiritual mother and father. But, yeah, so I think I might keep that a little. But yes, we finally found a church. I stayed away from church entirely too long. And, when you find a church and you find, you feel, you find a good group of people, you find people at church. You do. So my husband loved it. Everybody was so friendly, introduced themselves. They made us feel really welcomed. And what I really liked is that it's a very diverse church. It's a mixed age, mixed ethnicities, people our age. Kids are my kids were excited about children's church, and we loved it. My husband loves it. So we're going to continue to go back. But yeah, and I've met some amazing people just through church. And I found the church through this young lady where we bought our furniture when we first moved here. She probably saw us 100 times before I chose to buy a sofa and dining set because we moved to Georgia with nothing. So, because we had seen her so much, I was able to, begin to ask her about different things in the area and, found out about her church. Knew about it for about 2 months and then finally decided to go because, like I said, I had stayed away from church too long. I love Jesus, okay? And I love being in a good atmosphere, in a good environment where people worship and love the Lord with no restraints, okay? So that was the number one thing. Second thing is that we finally found people to braid our hair. So, a lady. I ran into this lady in Target back in, I think it was April or May. And I have knotless braids, which I've had them in probably for about 2 weeks now, 2.5 weeks. My girl's hair is braided. It's looking rough, but they got theirs done. So for the month of July, I won't be braiding no hair. My hair is untouched and I feel good about that. So felt good to find a really good hair braider. As far as my nails, I haven't found a good nail person yet. So I went simple because until I find, and I'm not even happy with these, but you know, when it's not good work and you get something like this, people can't really tell. So until I find me a good nail salon, I'm still looking out. I mean, I found people, but they stay booked. And I'm really trying to find a good nail salon in this area where I'm at, where I don't have to drive into Atlanta or 30 or 45 minutes away to get my nails done. So I'm still working on that. But other than that, it's been good. We are, this month, like I said, Ari, she's in gym. That's our 4-year-old. And she started last month in June. And she's so good, which I knew this would happen, but she's going to be evaluated this coming Monday to try out for team for her age. So we're really excited about that. It's going so fast, but she gonna be trying out for team Monday. So we're officially sports mom, like parents. Like, I'm a gym mom. And you know, every time I take her now to go to gymnastics, I sit there and I think like, man, this is a whole commitment, you know? Like, this is a part of real parenting right here. So we have to prepare for like the team things and stuff like that. And I'm grateful because how we found out about where she goes now is because we had met a couple at the park. Their daughter was playing with our kids and we ended up talking to them for a while. And their daughter is in gym. She's on team and everything. So hopefully I can link up with her and she can give me some mom tips on, you know, what it entails being a gymnastics mom and team and all that stuff. So with that being said, I'm planning on relaunching the girls lip gloss business because of her gymnastics season right now. We need to make some extra money, and we did really good on Black Friday selling lip gloss, so I know we're going to do well. I just need to rebrand, relaunch, get some pictures done and stuff like that. But yeah, it has been good so far. I think that we're pretty settled. I'm learning my way around pretty well. So now I'm ready to get outside of Kennesaw and Marietta. We go to Atlanta all the time for IKEA and the mall and stuff like that. But I'm ready to start exploring more areas so we can prepare to buy a house, because this was so unplanned, y'all, but we are having our 5th baby. And y'all, I promise y'all, this happens every time we move. Not every time, but for the past couple years, I've gotten pregnant with a move. So yeah, that's a whole nother story. But we're having our 5th baby. I was sad, but now I'm like, you know, God has other plans for us. So we are gonna end this lease when our lease is up in next February. And that's not far away. So I want to start exploring the areas outside of Kennesaw where we can find a home with land, not to buy, but to rent a very nice home with land. And y'all, the housing in Georgia is amazing. Not to buy, but I think renting is kind of hard too. But you know, I trust God and I know that he's going to do something for us. But we're going to start looking outside of Kennesaw in the area to look for a house, so when this lease is up, we can move. And my battery is about to die. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. My battery wasn't dying. I was running out of space on my phone. And y'all, I always got stuff on my face. It never fails. I'm like, why? I always got something on ashy lips and everything. Anyway, so I was saying, yeah, so we're going to start exploring more areas here. I honestly love Kennesaw area. And Kennesaw is small. It doesn't take long. Like, we can go left or right and we're out of Kennesaw pretty much. So we go out of our apartment complex and we go right about 5 minutes and we're in Marietta. If we go left about 5 minutes and we're in Acworth. So we haven't really explored the Acworth area yet. Marietta is very suburb. Very nice, but very suburb. So yeah, if you know suburbs, then you know what I mean. Like, we're from a more rural area. When I say that, I mean like we're used to, like, coming to Georgia wasn't hard for us because we're used to like the trees and stuff like that now. I mean, there's a lot more trees around and stuff like that and land and stuff, but we were used to it. So Marietta is out of the question. We want to move to an area that just neighborhood friendly but has yards and stuff like that. And so far, we had the opportunity to ride because we went to Dallas, to a furniture store in Dallas, Georgia. Dallas is another place that I have heard plenty of times that they have the housing with the land. The only thing is, I just love how we are like 2 minutes down the road from everything. Like, everything is around us. We have a mall, we have Target and Walmart and Whole Foods and just everything right down the road from us. And where we moved from in Florida, we had to drive quite a bit. Not quite a bit, but at least a 15-minute drive to get to where we wanted to be. Here, we only have to drive like 5 minutes, 2 to 5 minutes to get to any store close to us. So moving to Dallas, which is where a lot of people are trying to move to for their children and stuff like that. It's like a 25-30 minute drive. I haven't really had the chance to explore the area yet, but my husband did because he took the kids to a pool party, which, like I said, we're finding people finally. So one of the kids were invited to a birthday party and they linked up and saw a lot of their friends, and my husband met some other dads and moms, which is really cool, and connected with them. So we've been able to meet with them at the park and stuff. But yeah, Dallas is, I don't know, just a little bit that I saw, I'm like, I don't want to be far away from stuff. But I guess that's the sacrifice that I'm going to have to make if I want a house with yard and comfort and being able to sit on the porch and stuff like that. That's what I want ultimately. I want a house with an office space. And with us having another baby, we need like 2 extra bedrooms because my son, then my other daughter, she's 7, she's getting older, so she need her own room. And then, yeah. So my next few Georgia videos may be about, you know, us exploring different areas. I've honestly tried to vlog like some things that we do, but I'm seeing that vlogging is not really for me, like to vlog day to day. So I catch what I can. Kudos to the parents out there that does that. But I just love to do like update, sit down, talk videos, kind of like that. I'm also excited today because through the church that we started going to, I have my first like real photo shoot today, y'all. I'm super excited. I don't know what God is doing, but you know what? I'm just going to continue to take steps because I know that He has something planned for me. And as I evolve, you know, finding out that I'm pregnant could have took me completely out because that's just how I used to be. But I'm like, nope, I got to keep moving. I got to keep growing. I got to keep stepping because I need to be prepared for every opportunity. So I'm getting like a lifestyle branding shoot done today. So I hired a photographer and I'm so excited because she has done shoots for like people that I truly admire and that I want to meet here in Atlanta. And one of the ladies specifically is actually on my like vision board that I have on my phone. I'm so excited. So that, I hired a stylist, which has been pretty interesting. I also hired a makeup artist, which I'm going to go see her in about another 2 hours. So I'm going to try to catch some of that, and I'll do that probably as a whole nother video. But y'all, I just feel the growth finally happening. I'm not trying to rush things, but I'm going to take things a step at a time. There are still things that I'm working on, you know, financially, like getting a budget and getting money under control, but also making more and lots of it, because I want lots of money. That's what God wants us to have, right? But I also have to be able to manage that money. So I just been asking God for wisdom through this whole thing. And I honestly don't know what the next steps are for my life personally, but I know what I desire to do. I also know what God has spoken to me personally, and also through others. So I just want to start getting those things going. So I'm just super excited about this photo shoot, and the fact that like a makeup artist, a stylist, and a professional photographer, and all these people are just connected, and it happens so easily. So sometimes this is how you know that God is aligning things, because it all happened just through church, right? And we only been 2 times, and we're meeting so many people. And yeah, so Georgia is being really good to us, y'all, so far. It was scary in the beginning, but just know that God's timing is everything. And you have to trust and lean and depend on him when you know that the moves that you're making is God ordained, that they are aligned with God's plan for your life. You may not know what's going to happen next. You don't know what it's going to look like. But as long as you move by faith and just know that God got you, he wants you to be bold and courageous and have your confidence in him. But his grace and his mercy is all over you, his favor, his provision. And I'm telling you, like, that's our testimony, like, for real. So just be encouraged and look out for like my photo shoot footage. I'm so excited about this. So I'll talk to you guys soon.